You've probably heard about THC, but did you know there are different types of THC? Today we're going to talk about Delta-9 THC, the OG, the most well-known compound in cannabis. We're going to talk about, is it safe? What does it feel like? And how is it different from other THC types? So stick around because I'm going to break it all down in plain English. So let's start with, what exactly is Delta-9 THC? Well, Delta-9 THC is short for Delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol. It is the main compound in cannabis that makes you feel high, euphoric. It works by interacting with your body's endocannabinoid system, specifically the receptors in your brain. This is what creates the classic effect people associate with cannabis: relaxation, euphoria, and sometimes a serious case of the munchies. That's my favorite part because I love me some Cheeto Puffs. What's your favorite snack? Let me know in the comments. Okay, back to it. So what does Delta-9 actually feel like? Well, that's going to depend on your dose, your body, and your tolerance. Everybody reacts differently, but generally people report feeling euphoria. You may feel happier, lighter, and more upbeat. You may feel relaxed, a sense of calm, stress melting away. You could have increased creativity. Ideas are going to just start flowing. You may have heightened senses, whether it's music, food, and even touch may feel better, i.e. sex. You're going to get the munchies, so make sure you have some snacks and some water, and sleep. THC is great for unwinding, but not so great if you want to be productive. So I highly suggest you do not try these at work. Okay, but too much Delta-9 THC can also cause anxiety and paranoia. Usually this happens at high doses, or if you're new to THC, or if you have a sensitivity. So always start small. You may get dry mouth and red eyes, which are classic THC side effects. You may feel dizzy or drowsy. Like I said, THC is great for sleep, but not great for driving. So I highly recommend you don't purchase gummies at your local gas station and then pop one on the way home. Here's something else to keep in mind. The average dose at a dispensary is 10 milligrams. So if you're new to Delta-9, start with 2.5 or 5 milligrams and see how you feel before taking more. Okay, so important question, is Delta-9 THC safe? Delta-9 THC is generally considered safe, especially when used responsibly. But there are a few things to keep in mind. If you take too high of a dose, you might feel overwhelmed. You might feel really high. So start low and go slow. You can always add more, but you can't take it back, okay? Avoid mixing it with alcohol. It can amplify the effects and make you feel kind of sick. Trust me, I've been there. And if you have a heart condition, THC can temporarily increase heart rate, so check with your doctor first. If you want to have a good experience, follow these tips. 1. Start with a low dose. I am going to keep repeating this. Even 2.5 milligrams can be enough for beginners. I consider myself experienced and I love me a 2.5 milligram dose. Okay, y'all? 2, hydrate because dry mouth is real. 3, be in a comfortable setting. Your environment affects your experience. I love being at home. I love being on my couch or in bed, okay? And 4, give it time. Edibles can take up to 2 hours to kick in. So like I said before, don't keep adding if you don't feel anything because it's hard to take it back, okay? Beyond just feeling good, Delta-9 THC is also used medically, i.e. medical cannabis programs. THC can help with chronic pain, especially for conditions like arthritis and nerve pain. I use it every day. Cancer pain and nausea, THC can help with pain relief and reduce nausea from chemotherapy. THC can help with sleep issues. Again, candidate right here. Many people, myself, use THC to fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. You can use it for anxiety and stress relief, though too much can have the opposite effects, so start small. It can also help with appetite stimulation, so if you're undergoing any treatments that reduce hunger. And lastly, THC can help with a libido boost. Report improved intimacy after using THC. But be careful, don't take too much or you might fall asleep on your partner and that's not gonna end well. One thing to keep in mind though is that THC is still federally illegal in the US, but many states allow it for medical or recreational use. However, there's a legal loophole. hemp-derived Delta-9 THC, thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill, okay? This is why you probably might have seen Delta-9 THC gummies or edibles online or in stores. Yes, they can be bought legally, even outside of a dispensary, and no, you don't need a prescription or a medical marijuana card. Probably helps if I showed the label. Okay, I mentioned there's multiple THCs. There's also Delta-8 and Delta-10. What's the difference? Well, Delta-8 THC is milder than Delta-9. It's known for a more relaxed feeling, while Delta-10 is known for more of an energizing creative effect. If you're new to THC, I suggest starting with Delta-9, as it's more widely used and it's going to be easier for you to find. But you can find all three THCs at our store. Okay, so that brings us to a very important question. Is Delta-9 THC safe? Yes, when used responsibly and if purchased from a reliable vendor. Delta-9 THC is one of the most well-researched cannabinoids and has been used for centuries. But remember, if you're trying it for the first time, start slow. Know your limits and be in a safe setting. Also, make sure you're purchasing it from a reliable vendor, someone you trust, okay? So that's it. That is Delta-9 THC. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment with your THC questions. I would love to know, have you tried Delta-9 THC and what do you think? Let me know in the comments, share your stories. And thank you for watching. I'm Shireen Kassam with mypaincenter.com. Stay safe and I will see you on the next video.